or black people, matters. What it means to me is that how we live our lives right now, not in just this society, but all over the planet. And seeing that we live in a media reality world, based on my observations, people of color are being presented in a way where their life, their existence, their importance, their membership in the community is being taken for granted, and they don't have as much purpose, in terms of importance as the next person. In other words, the equality of everyone is an important individual. I'm not picking up personally based on how the media is presenting, people of color, all right? And I didn't make the slogan, Black Matters or Black Life Matters, or all life matters, whether you're a human being or, the giraffes that run the plains in Africa with the wildebeest and that all matters on this blue planet. But what really is, confusing things is the fact that over the last 500 years, people who are running the show, who are, have a lot of power, in terms of how we view ourselves and this, that, and the other, with all of the institutions and this, that, and the other, this is what they have decided to do, in terms of, dehumanize certain groups of people. Usually people who have a serious amount of importance. They might be living on, some important stuff. Oil. Resources. Okay? So therefore, in order for public opinion to go along with what these people have in mind, they have to demonize certain groups of people in order to remove them, or in order to do things whereby they don't have to address the equality of an individual in terms of how goods and services are, transferred from one another. Taking things from other people, killing people, this, that, and the other. Right now, I'm not as articulate as I would like to be in terms of explaining this, but that's what Black Lives Matter to me. The youth who look, and this doesn't mean black youth or white youth, whatever, youth in general, and I'm glad that they're beginning to speak up, are beginning to look at their lives, and beginning to look at their future, and beginning to look at, well, what's in store for me? How long are we going to keep this hypocrisy up? The Constitution, all of these, documents, and it's unfortunate but fortunate at the same time that they're growing up in the information society where they have access to information, history especially, historical events, this, that, and the other, with how things got the way they got, There's a lot of documentation. And some have to be, looked at much more closely in terms of who's writing the history, But all they have to do is look around it. So, Black Lives Matter, it's a good slogan. It's great. However, I think, Black life and all lives matter, because after they get rid of or do whatever they're going to do with people of color, they're coming for everybody else next. You know, I mean, that's how stuff works. You know, and these cats will be tucked away in their little safe havens or what have you, and wipe off whoever they want to wipe off the planet and whatever. And they'll have everything under control, okay, because they have to get rid of some folks. But we're in the midst of that. That's what we're into now. There's a spirit out there that's very negative, but I'm just glad that especially young people with their energy and their spirits beginning to confront, you know, that negativity, okay? Because there are a lot of people who are just not conscious of what's going on. You know, the whole material piece has really been pushed on a lot of folks, okay? From the womb to the grave, you know, it's about, you know, the whole thing is money, you know, now. They've really made money so very important now. They, you know, are taking the value of money, you know, and, you know, diminishing it. I mean, because money is not a real thing, it's an illusion, you know, and, you know, but one of the realest things that I'm glad that I'm involved with, that helps me to see a lot of stuff, is, you know, the music, okay? The music is, you know, there's good music in this, music that I would consider not so good, but there's music. And the way the music is set up as far as vibrations, this, that, and the other, I just like to think that I'm a part of, you know, other scientists of sound who are involved in having an effect on the magnetic field and helping to realign, you know, the molecular alignment in people when they hear, okay, the type of music that, you know, we're playing this evening. That's why Arts for Arts is a very important entity in offering an option, you know. I mean, you know, this is what this is about. This is, you know, the exercise of our freedoms here, okay? The freedom of expression, freedom of creative expression. You know, something to just say, okay, well, check this out, you know, rather than just this whole thing of limited expression. But this, you know, what we've done and what we're doing tonight is extremely importante here in the epistle. So I hope that makes sense.
That does.